Imagine this. You walk into a room full of people, but somehow you feel completely invisible. No one makes eye contact, no one acknowledges you. It's like you don't even exist. Now, contrast that with a time when someone truly saw you. Maybe they noticed you were struggling before you even said a word, or remembered a small detail about you that no one else did. That moment, when you feel genuinely seen, sticks with you, doesn't it? But why? Why does it matter so much? And why do we so often fail at truly seeing others? That's exactly what we are diving into today. Welcome to our summary of the book on How to Know a Person by David Brooks. This book isn't just about improving social skills, it's about unlocking the art of deep human connection. We'll explore why recognition is a basic human need, how often we fail at seeing others, how to show up during hard times, and how to nurture the strengths we see in others. It's filled with real life stories, psychological insights, and practical tips we can start using it right away. So, let's get into it. Let's start with the heart of the book, why being seen matters so much. Brooks explains that humans are wired for recognition. We crave acknowledgement, and when someone truly sees us, we feel valued and significant. Entire social movements have grown from the desire to be seen and heard. That's how deeply it matters. Also, the book shares a powerful quote from George Bernard Shaw. The worst sin toward our fellow creatures is not to hate them, but to be indifferent to them. That's the essence of inhumanity. Indifference makes us feel erased. Most of us have experienced the power of being seen. Maybe a teacher who saw your potential, a friend who listened, or a stranger who simply acknowledged your presence. These are moments we never forget. So, if recognition is so important, why do we fail at it so often? Brooks outlines some key barriers. First is egotism. We are so often focused on ourselves that we don't truly listen. Then there's anxiety. We worry about saying the right thing and miss what the other person is really saying. And the third is naive realism, which makes us think our view of the world is the only valid one. Stereotyping and essentialism are also big culprits. We reduce people to categories like job titles or political affiliations and assume we know them. But people are always more complex than the boxes we put them in. These habits keep us from seeing people clearly. The good news, we can unlearn them. Brooks also introduced the idea of Illuminators. They are people who master the art of being fully present. They give their undivided attention, ask thoughtful questions, and make you feel safe to open up. In contrast, Diminishers, who dominate conversations, interrupt, check their phones, or constantly shift focus to themselves. Being an eliminator starts with a simple but powerful shift: curiosity. Instead of asking, "What do you do?" try, "What's something that excites you right now?" One of the most powerful ideas Brooks explores is accompaniment. Sometimes people don't need advice, they just need us to walk beside them. To say, "I see your pain and I'm here with you." Presence, patience, and silence can mean everything during painful times. Now let's move into the second part of the book. This section is about showing up for people when they are going through hard times. We often fail to recognize someone's pain because we are distracted, uncomfortable, or assume they'll be okay. Brooks says this comes from both cultural conditioning and personal discomfort with pain. Attunement is key here, which is learning to notice subtle cues like changes in tone, body language, or energy. Emotional avoidance often holds us back. We don't know what to say, so we offer generic reassurance like "stay positive." But those can feel dismissive. What people often need is someone to sit with them in their pain, not to fix it. Busyness is another factor. Life moves quickly, and in a rush, we often miss the quiet suffering of those around us. We are surrounded by people who are silently asking to be seen, but we are too caught up in our own whirlwind to notice. And then there's our instinct to fix things. Instead of jumping in with solutions, try just being there. Brooks brings us back to accompaniment. Think of a friend going through a breakup. A fixer says, "You'll find someone else." An accompanier says, "This hurts, I'm here when you're ready to talk." That's the kind of presence that heals. Again, not all pain is visible. Mental health struggles, trauma, and deep insecurities often stay hidden. Creating a safe space for honesty and vulnerability allows those hidden battles to come to light. It takes courage to ask the second question after "How are you?" Ask, no, really, how are you? Sometimes silence and presence speak louder than words. Brooks points to the Jewish practice of sitting Shiva, where people simply sit with someone who is grieving. No advice, no small talk, just quiet companionship. It's a beautiful reminder that sometimes presence is the most powerful comfort we can offer. Just being there is enough. Now, in the part 3 of the book, Brooks shifts focus to recognizing and nurturing what's best in others. We're often conditioned to notice flaws, but he encourages us to seek out strengths, which is kindness, creativity, resilience, and potential. Everyone wants to be seen for what makes them shine, not just what they lack. Affirmation is deeply powerful. One heartfelt, sincere compliment can shift how someone sees themselves. Brooks urges us to go beyond vague praise. Be specific. Instead of saying you're amazing, try I admire how you listen without judgment. Or you have a way of making people feel safe. The author also mentions about encouragers who play a key role in our lives. They help us grow, but the best ones offer detailed, genuine encouragement that feels real and earned. They believe in us before we believe in ourselves, and that belief can spark transformation. So, how can we bring out the best in others? Ask about their dreams. Celebrate their efforts, not just achievements. Reflect back their strengths. Be a mirror that helps them see the good they haven't yet noticed in themselves. Now, let's wrap up with the key takeaways. First, being seen is a basic human need, so make people feel valued. We often fail to see others because of distractions or assumptions. Practice presence. Show up during struggles, not with advice, but with your presence. Focus on people's strengths, not just their shortcomings. Build deeper relationships through curiosity and meaningful questions. Ask more, listen better, see deeper. This book isn't just about being a better friend or partner. It's a guide to real human connection. So, tell me in the comments, what is your biggest takeaway? Have you ever had someone who truly saw you for who you are? And if this resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might need it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.